So what is a TTO? Okay. If we were to have a trend, all a TTO is this pullback that occurred right here. Why we call it a triangle layout is because when a pullback occurs back into the original trend, it creates a triangle. Okay. Triangle them out. Now people ask, why do you guys call it a TTO? What is triangle them out referring to? Well, let's take an example. So let's say you're in calls, you want to go long, right? How many times or how often do you go long for calls, and as soon as you see that red bar or that red candle, you get out of your play? Okay, you get out of your play just for an hour later for price to come right back to the original trend. Price triangled you out. Triangle them out. Them refers to the people that go long, get out of their position just for the play or just for the trade to continue, or price to continue going back to the original trend. It's just a pullback, the original trend. So when we talk about the difference between a TTO versus a reversal, what type of participant am I for Roblox? I started as a daily participant, but then Roblox said we're gonna trigger 2 up in a month, or we're gonna trigger 2 up in a quarter. If I bought enough time for it, then I could become a monthly and quarterly participant, right? So a TTO and a reversal is in relation to where you took the trade and what type of participant are you. If you are a daily participant, meaning that you are only looking for a day trade, meaning that you only took weeklies, right? And you got in on the 2 up on the day, if Roblox goes 2-2 rev on the day tomorrow, that could be a reversal for you, right? Because now it's below your entry. But Roblox won't be a reversal for me, because Roblox won't, if it triggers 2-2 down on the day, it still is not a reversal until it gets to at least my entry that I took the play in. Remember, I took the play, when did we get in? Today. We got in yesterday based off the weekly call trigger. So this was our entry, the weekly call trigger, right? So Roblox has to get to at least the weekly call trigger for me to be like, oh my God, something's happening. You know, if it don't get there, it's like nothing's happening. So if it's right here, nothing is happening. If it goes 2-2 rev on the day, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening until it gets to your weekly call trigger, then you ask questions. And even if it gets to the weekly call trigger for me, I'm still not gonna ask questions. Because if it gets to the weekly call trigger, Roblox will still be green on the week, green on the month, green on the quarter, and green on the year. Now, when Roblox gets to this level right here, 4450, what is that? 4445. That is the flip of the week. That is when Roblox can flip the week back red. Roblox will not flip the week back red until it gets to 4445. Therefore, because I took the play off the weekly call trigger and I am a monthly and a quarterly participant, I don't give a crap about Roblox going down until it gets to 4445. Because I expect, and I will assume, that a TTO will be a reversal into my favor until proven otherwise. Now, if Roblox flips the week back red, and now let's say we start going down on the time frame. 2 day, it would have to be the 2. Yeah, it would have to be the 2 day. Now let's say we go 2-2 rev on the 2 day. Now that's when I start asking questions, because now we are going to start threatening, oh, are we a 2 up on the month, or is this now actually can be considered a failed 2 up on the month, right? But until Roblox gets to at least below my daily put trigger, I do not care. Because why? I'm a monthly participant and I'm a quarterly participant. I expect Roblox to take time to get to my eventual target. I don't expect Roblox to get to my target the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day. Maybe not even next week. Why? Because I'm a monthly participant and a quarterly participant. I expect to move my stop loss as it gets towards my target, and then roll my contracts, because why? Roblox said, hey, we triggered 2 up on the quarter, now it's time to get to our quarterly target. Trigger 2 up on the month, now it's time to get to my monthly target. So every retracement for Roblox will just be a TTO until proven otherwise, unless it gets to the weekly flip first. Then I'm like, oh shit, maybe something's happening. Then if it goes 2 down on the day, then I'm like, huh, maybe something actually is happening. Then I start asking questions. But until then, no, because this could just come right back here, the weekly call trigger, and right back up. Or it can get to 50% of the previous week, right? It can get to 50% of the previous week, come back 50% of the previous week, come back up. But you are still a weekly participant, right? This would still be a TTO for you. Remember, TTO is in relation to where you took the trade. This ain't a TTO for the person that got up on Roblox right here, but this is a TTO for us. Does that make sense? Does that make sense at all? The difference between a TTO versus a reversal? Okay, and it's, remember, time frame continuity. Like, into these, it has to threaten the time frame. So the day does not threaten the weekly time frame until the daily chart gets to 44.45. You don't have to worry about the week flipping red until it gets to 44.45. If it's at 45.11 and it's hammering off of here, I'm chilling. That's just a retest of the weekly call trigger. And that's why it's like, how much time do you have on your contracts? Because you can deal with, like, what is it? Google, I got in the Google 110. Google just fluctuated between like 20%, negative 20%, negative 15%. That's because you have 3 weeks left, right? Or 2 weeks, 3 weeks left, whatever. But if you have weeklies, you for sure leave negative 40%, negative 30%. But when you have time, you can deal with that little drawdown as it's accumulating position. As long as you have your level, this is why I have the levels, because I want to see where are the possible areas of TTO. Roblox can trigger a 2-2 red tomorrow, and they can TTO either off the quarterly entry, off the monthly call entry, off the weekly call entry. Those are my 3 areas for possible TTO, or using my pivot points, right? It could also TTO off of a pivot point as well. So these are the areas that Roblox can possibly TTO off tomorrow if it goes 2 down on the day. You are looking for that. You are anticipating a TTO because buyers have already showed their hand. You don't care about, oh, this was actually a fake play until it goes 50% of that of the 2 up on the month. It has to go 50%, to then you'd be like, oh, okay, maybe there's actually a failed 2 up candle. Until then, assume that they drew their hand. It will help you staying in play longer. Trusting setups. Now, fast forward to today. Look at what Roblox did. See, we got our TTO off of what? That weekly flip. We go, let's look at the 65 minute. You can literally see the TTO actually happen exactly how we played out. We said we either TTO off the quarterly entry, off the monthly call entry, off the weekly call entry, or off the weekly flip. Look at where buyers stepped in right at that weekly flip, preventing price from flipping back full time frame continuity to the downside. So what does that mean? They're saying that they do not want price to flip red. Therefore, buyers stepped in, full time frame continuity back in force to the upside. We only have the hourly that is red while everything else is green. This is your TTO. A TTO is simply a retracement back into trend. That's what it is. All it is a pullback. Remember, all it is a pullback.